Welcome to AFG Gamecast, episode 2. I know it's been a while, guys. It's been damn near months. It's October 28th, and it's just your host, Preston Blake. And alongside me, I have a longtime friend of mine, as you know him from before, Khiry, a.k.a. B-Rye. And today, this is where we bring you the latest gaming news that comes out every week. I wish it was every week, but, as far as the podcast goes, as long as we come out the episodes, we try to bring you the latest news that we have at the moment. Thank you for joining us today. Kay, how you doing, man? I know we were like literally a week or 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before the PS5 launch.
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I wish I could pre-order it.
Yeah, I
but
know everybody wish that right now, including me.
Right.
But we're gonna get more into the console. I don't want to say fight, but the console
Debacle.
battle. Yeah, debacle battle, whichever way you want to put it later. When it comes to at least getting our hands on it, it's crazy how we can like literally use that term for the battle or console wars just to get our hands on the damn consoles now, compared to it actually going against each other like the past generations. But yeah, it's crazy. Right now, I'm literally trying to wrap my head around the whole delaying fiasco going on right now when it comes to these games. Not just one, but now 2 games so far. That's big, and I'm assuming more is going to start getting delayed to next year as well. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Anyways, what we have today, we have 2 stories on AFG today. We're gonna try to keep it short and sweet, not like a 2-hour ride that we guys drove you through in the last podcast. But yeah, so we're gonna keep this short and sweet with 2 stories, and then we talk a little about some other things that I like to get our feet wet in after. So first story today we have is the Halo Infinite director, studio head Chris Lee has stepped down from the project. And hold on, guys. I hate having technical difficulties. I don't know why. Hello?
Yep.
Hold on. Yeah, you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Alright, good. I don't know why my headphones disconnecting randomly now, and the battery's good too. It's weird. I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, first story. It's the Halo Infinite director stepping down. This article came from Engadget, from Chris Holt over there, and this just came out today, actually, if I'm not mistaken, a couple hours ago from when we're recording now. But yeah, so he says the Halo Infinite director and studio head Chris Lee has stepped down from his role on the troubled game. Lee was overseeing the long-awaited next entry of the Halo series, which was supposed to arrive alongside the Xbox Series X and the Series S consoles next month. However, Microsoft and 343 Studios have delayed Halo Infinite to sometime next year, which is we all knew that before, but now we losing people on the project, which isn't good. Lee has been with 343 Studios since 2008. And he has worked on several entries in the series, including Halo Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 5 Guardians. He's still a Microsoft employee, and he told Bloomberg he's looking for future opportunities. I quote, "I believe in a team and confidently..." I'm sorry, I'm bugging out today. "I believe in a team and am confident they will deliver a great game, and now is a good time for me to step away." End quote. I don't get why was that a good time to step away, unless the game is actually done.
Said he believes in a good team, and now's a good time to step away.
He believes in the team, and he's confident that they would deliver a great game, and now is a good time to step away. That sounds like it's something you say after you're done with the game. And as a
That's
director,
true.
you're not done until the whole game is done. But what do I know? I'm not a developer, so we'll leave it at that. But I don't get that, man. I'm a big Halo fan, if you guys know already, and I was looking forward. I am looking forward, still looking forward to this game being complete and polished and ready for next year. I wasn't really. I'm not gonna say I wasn't baffled by the delay when they first announced it this year, because that was the one launch title that I was looking forward to in the Series X and PC, of course, now. But
Hmm.
it wasn't. It was something. If it had to be done, it had to be done to me. So that's like, all right. Listen, I seen how the game looks. It does look a little. It did look a little unfinished and not unpolished at the time. So I did not get angry or mad about them delaying it. But I don't know, this whole stepping down stuff. Last time we seen this was what, Anthem. The creator directors from BioWare's and everybody started stepping down before the game launched, and you seen how that turned out. I mean, wait, what's your feeling? What's your feelings on this, K?
Um, I agree with you. I feel like the game is not done until the last thing that you absolutely have to do about it is completed. And
Mm-hmm.
to leave halfway through, who knows what could happen? Like, who knows? And like you said, the same thing with Anthem. Anthem, they did this. Well, not, they a lot of people started stepping away, and I mean, look at the game now. Like, it speaks for itself.
Exactly, and I don't like the. I don't like how this is looking for Halo. See, Anthem was a whole new IP. We had time to like hate it on a level where people weren't sending death threats to BioWare and stuff like that. This is not a beloved. That wasn't a beloved IP. That was a new IP. So we
Yeah,
had
that was
we had a
yeah.
lot of room and tolerance to like hate it without feeling some type of big way in towards developers like that. But this is Halo, man. This is something you don't screw up on too often at all, if anything, because this is the one launch title. Well, was launch title, but this is the post launch title for the Xbox Series X, and possibly the biggest first party game that they were going to come out with after the X releases. And I said One X, I mean Series X, but you know what I mean. But the
Yeah, and yeah, we know what you mean.
yeah, I don't want to see a ladder, and what I mean by that is I don't want to see one after another jumping off ship. Like
Yeah,
one just like Anthem, it was like a whole bunch of Bioware people that was jumping off that used to work on the previous Mass Effect games. Now we have one
right.
director gone. I don't want to see anybody else gone. I didn't want to see him gone, but I don't want to see nobody else leave, and I could want that
Start
all.
start
Yeah,
following suit. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Because
I have a theory as to why that may be, but I don't think that's it. It could be from what we recently heard. At least it's not confirmed. No, I think it may be confirmed, but from what I've been reading online is that they're starting to charge microtransactions on the suits for the chief, for the Spartans in multiplayer for Halo Infinite. Bringing in microtransactions in Halo in general sounds weird because we're not. I'm not used to hearing that unless it was a DLC for like Halo 4 or something, or 3. Being that said, Halo Infinite obviously is going to be a live service game like any other multiplayer game these days, and having microtransactions in it, if they start doing that, hopefully it's just cosmetics. And no, you know what? That's the
I don't
thing
even want
though.
that.
Yeah, because
I don't even want
that's
that.
all Halo had was cosmetics. It wasn't like your armor made you stronger in Halo. So yeah, that does sound weird, man. They need to go with
If
the
I wouldn't mind microtransact. I wouldn't mind spending money on something that expands the lore of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's good content and expands the lore of the game. I don't mind it. But
yeah.
stuff that I feel like I can earn in game, like an armor color or an armor helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not spending money on that. Like no, no. I see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. You know, leads you down that rabbit hole, man.
Because then it becomes like like what's that game? Warframe.
Yeah.
Um, After a while, when there's really nothing to do, it just becomes like look as best as you can. It becomes like a cosmetic battle. Like everyone just looks cool because you have to just buy certain stuff that they put out. You can earn it, but it's like a long grind. You know what I'm saying? You can
Yeah.
earn it, but the grind is long to earn it. The drop rates aren't the same. So I wouldn't want to see that in Halo either. Nah.
I agree, man. I agree with everything you just said. It sucks, but evidently this is the world we live in when it comes to greedy corporate schemes out there. But yeah, man, that's it for Halo, man. Well, for at least for what we know of now. Hopefully, we don't hear any other bad news after this. But second story today. This
Mhm.
is not a step up from this story, but it's definitely compared to what we just heard. It's not that bad either. But Cyberpunk 2077 is delayed again till December 10th. CD Projekt Red tweeted this out a couple days ago on October 27th, stating, come on, I thought I had this up already. Oh my gosh, I had both of them up. Okay, so they tweeted this out on the 27th, stating, it said, "Hey everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely, there are many emotions and questions in your head. So first and
Like
foremost,
why?
first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it. Xbox One, X,
Yeah,
I guess they
both
have
of them.
slash. So yeah, One Series X, the compatibility on Series S and X,
Right.
PS4 Pro, the regular PS4 and the PS4 Pro, compatibility on the PS5, PC, and Stadia, while
Yeah.
working from home. So
Okay.
yeah, so that is a lot of versions at
That's
the
a
same
lot.
time.
That is a lot.
They went ahead and said since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being a next gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and every version runs smoothly. We are aware it might seem unrealistic when someone needs to take. No, I'm going back. When someone says that 21 days can make any difference in such a massive. I gotta open this up. Such a massive and complex game, but they really do. So pretty much they're saying that in 21 days, people are gonna start thinking it's unrealistic for them to change that much in 21 days. I'm pretty sure they already started changing it before that, but they just want to make sure they account the 21 days that they just delayed the game for. Um, they went ahead and kept. They continue to say some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we achieved gold master some time ago. Passing certification or going gold means the game is ready and can be completed and has all content in it, but it doesn't mean that we stop working on it and raising the quality bar. On the contrary, this is the time where many improvements are being made, which will then be distributed via a day zero patch. This is the time period we undercalculated. We feel, oh gosh, we can't read for shit today. We feel that we have an amazing game on our hands, and we are willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones. If it ultimately leads to you getting a video game you'll fall in love with. Yours, Adam Badawaski. I'm a butcher his last name so hard right now. I don't
Adam.
even want to just leave it at Adam. I say Badawaski. What the hell is it? Badawoski? Badawoski? I don't know. It's Polish.
Yeah.
But yeah, CD Projekt Red delayed the game again due to the demand. Well, I don't think anybody's demanding. They just wanted to come out already, but
It
due
just
to
wants
the
to
high
be
demand and
good.
quality on all versions, especially being what they said that it is pretty much some sort of a next gen game now, being that it's launching around the next gen type consoles. That makes a lot of sense. I seen on Twitter a lot of people were angry, and then a lot of people weren't. I'm one of the people that's not, even though
Right.
I don't use my Twitter like that. But regardless, the majority of people, there's a good majority out there that's kind of upset. I seen one meme on my Instagram today from I forgot his name, but he posted it up on my timeline. He said, "I don't know what you guys are so mad for, because the release date was already in the title this whole time." It's freaking 2077. But regardless of bad jokes, it's not something that people need to rip their hair out for, because it's honestly just literally a month ahead, and we have so many games around November on
Yeah.
the launch of these systems alone for PS5. So, guys, come on, we got Watch Dogs that's coming out damn near midnight tonight from this recording. Whether you like it or not, hey, it's a big game. It's an open world game too. To take some time to finish. And you got Miles Morales, which is one of our
Ooh.
most anticipated games coming out. Launch day for the PS5, which is, what is it, November 11th, 10? No, 10 is the Xbox Series X. I'm always getting it mixed up.
12?
The 12th.
12?
Yeah, it's 2 days after the Series X comes out. So we have that coming out along with the remastered version of Spider-Man if you want to play it over again, obviously. And a couple of other titles on the PS5 alone, man. They got some really nice Bug Snacks I'm in, and a couple other games that's coming out on the PS5 that I can't remember right now. And then you got all your titles that's being upgraded on day one as well, which you could be playing right now on your current gen systems. So if you're the people, one of the people that's planning on getting a next gen system, you got your hands full already. And then you got next month, in the beginning of next month, at that Cyberpunk. So I don't see what's the deal right now with anybody else getting mad for this. I know they delayed it many times. Khiry know me as I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. It's more than likely my game of the year. Hopefully, if it comes out this year. But
27.
but it's I'm not mad at all, man. 21 days I can wait. I already know I'm gonna have my hands full, and I really don't want it to come out around a bunch of other games that I want to play either. So I'm fine with that. How do you feel about the pushback, man?
Listen, I'd rather you take your time to make this really good than to rush it and it flops. Because you only have one shot to make a first impression.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to release a game without doing all the tests you need to do, and then just start scrambling with like patches and bugs and hot fixes, and because then it's just like, well, what was the point of releasing it? Like, you made me waste my money. I could have like then you'd be like, I could have waited like maybe like 10 or 15 days. They asked me only 21 days. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm. Well, how many times they deleted this? Not deleted. Delayed this game already, man. It's like it's been. They delayed a lot, quite a few times, man. All the way back from April when it was supposed to release this year, and I know that they delayed it before that. So yeah, they delayed it
Well,
a lot, and they talk. They listen. CD Project Red. Disclaimer: literally is my favorite studio at the moment, at least one of my favorites. So I'm not talking bad about them, but they have talked a lot of shit to other game companies about this, that, and the third, and behind the microtransaction stuff. You know, they've been before the gamers for a while now, and they want to back it up. I get that. The hard decisions is after, they said they were going to come out a certain day and they actually went gold, which normally a lot of games, like they said, means that everything is ready when it comes to
Everything's ready. Yeah.
content. And that doesn't mean everything is polished 100%. No game is these days. But at the end of the day,
Like
that's what
it's playable.
Exactly, from start to finish.
Yeah.
And gold it also means that they're ready to ship it out as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, 21 days is not. Listen, do I need to remind you guys what happened to Final Fantasy 15? Do I? Like, that game was literally had two announced dates, major ones, and the last major announced date, they actually had an event for it with host on stage. They had balloons and confetti everywhere when they announced the September 14th or 16th, one of those dates. And it was supposed to come out. The final release date, they said. And they still delayed it for another month or two, which I can't remember right now. But they still delayed it after that, saying that this is the final release date. This is not the worst, man. 21 days literally is not. I think they delayed Final Fantasy 15 2 weeks actually, but this is not the worst. This is a huge game. It's a lot of games coming out around it, and December 10th seems like it's lovely for Christmas time to be playing that game, especially when the holidays. Everybody's probably not going to be playing it around that time, at least for kids and stuff like that. I don't think kids playing that game anyways. Whatever. I'm rambling here. A lot of people are going to be getting their moms to buy them the systems on Christmas Eve and stuff. So obviously they're not going to. A lot of people are not going to be playing it until after Christmas anyway. So who knows? But anyways, I'm playing it day one, whenever it comes out. I hope this is the last delay. And yeah, I got nothing more to say about that game in particular, more than what we already keep receiving, some extra footage and content that I don't want to keep looking at, because it's almost every other week now they come out with these Night City video docs. Just keep coming out with more content, new cars and everything, and I don't want to see too much, so I try to stay away from all that. As big as a fan I am, it's kind of hard, but
that's like me with Spider-Man.
But yeah, man, and speaking of Spider-Man, since that was our last story for today, the new footage that came out a couple of days with Rhino and Miles and Peter
and Jonah
and JJ. And I don't want to say if that's actually the actor that plays JJ from the movies. He sounds like him, but I don't want to say that it is, but regardless, it's very close. If even if he isn't, and they said that they got a special writer from the comics to do his dialogue.
Yeah, I saw that.
To write his lines on that video. To write his lines for this game, and the more and more our authenticity they keep throwing at us with this game, the more and more is like, damn, this is not no 10-hour game to us anymore, man. I know in reality it is, but it's coming. They coming at us with like it's a $60, 35-hour game, and I like the hype. I like it, but what is it? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks coming out is it's coming out soon. I can black myself out from everything else they come out with after, because they are still rolling out videos of the developers talking about it. Like today, they had like a nice 3-minute video talking about it, even though it's not any new footage in it. But
I saw a video of him. They showed a video of like his web swinging. Like, I like it because it's like he's still new at this whole being Spider-Man thing. So you see like his style, his little flair, yeah. But at the same time you see his like unconfidence. So like he'll swing and he'll like release from the swing, and you hear him say stuff like "whoa," like you hear him like not sure if he's able to, it's cool if he's able. I can't wait for that game. That is the game that I can't wait for.
And the soundtrack, man, they're not even I only heard like probably 2 or 3 2 or 3 tunes now from that damn game, and I can't wait to hear the rest of it. It's like it feels like the songs that we already heard from the original game, but just remixed into our
Yeah,
hip in a very hip hop whatever way they
I
want to
know.
put it.
Yeah, for
It's
Miles.
yeah from Miles' perspective, and I like it a lot, man. It's it feel like a game for the. It actually feels like a game for the culture right now. So I like that it's an actual launch game for a Sony system. So that's another big thing. I think that goes over people's heads these days. Um, that we have an African American, half Spanish Latino character as the main character in a huge Marvel franchise as the launch of the PS5 as a Sony system in general. So yeah, man, we'll see where it goes from there. With Miles Morales after this game comes out. More than likely, I could see them putting him in Spider-Man 2 or whatever they call it, 2 or 3, for the next Spider-Man game, as hopefully co-op. I could see that game doing very well in co-op, very well. Assassin's Creed did it. Um,
Unity. Talking about Unity.
Assassin's Creed did it when we didn't expect it. Yup, Unity. And a couple other franchises did co-op. What's up, Cranky Pants? What's up? Thanks for joining, man. Um, yeah, it's other franchises that had that co-op experience that we never expected to have, but it fit perfectly. Hell, Ghost of Tsushima, it wasn't. It
Mm,
was out of the blue when they announced that,
mm.
and that has a whole multiplayer game that's putting a lot of games to shame these days. When it comes to
From Sucker
multiplayer
Punch.
from Sucker Punch. But before we get back to that, the Spider-Man thing, man, I'm probably gonna have a little teary-eyed moment when I first turn it on the TV behind me when I first get it, man. But going back to Ghost of Tsushima, okay, I know you've been playing that nonstop. Pretty sure you maxed out all your characters now, right?
Nah, I really, I didn't. I only been playing as the. I mean, I played as. I started as the assassin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got him maxed out. Unlocked start playing as a samurai, and I was gonna jump from that to the hunter and then the Roni, but after I got the samurai, I just fell in love. Like, I was like, this is my class. Like, I don't want to be nothing else. So I just been playing as samurai like ever since.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, for those of you out there that's been under a rock, obviously Ghost of Tsushima is the multiplayer game that everybody's on right now. And caught everybody off by surprise twice. Now,
Right.
let me explain that. What I mean by twice is they caught us off guard on the announcement alone. Second time is when the game actually came out.
And how good it was.
They didn't market this game like that, guys.
Nah, they
And
didn't.
so many people jumped on it off of just word from another person. Just from off of air. Like just who's playing what right now, even on social media, whatever. And so many people are playing it right now, and I'm glad they are. Because the game deserves praise.
Yes, it
Alone.
does.
And then the multiplayer side just deserves all of the praise because it's free for the people that already own the game. And it's also it's they have so much things, yet it's not so much content, but it's a lot of things to unlock in that content. And the way how they did that conveyor, what do you want, for lack of better words, that loop effect when it comes to you playing the same content over and over is genius. It's genius. They have the Destiny gear systems and stuff like that, along with the, if you want to mix it up with the Division 2 or whatever when it comes to gear system. But they also have stages, only 2 modes: co-op, story, and survival for now, until the raid comes out at the end. The raid comes out
The
what,
30th.
the
The 30th,
30th?
you said? Yeah.
Halloween, on Halloween. So yeah, pretty much the end of the month. But those 2 modes alone has been holding everybody down because of the way how they wrapped up the loop system when it comes to the gear, and and the skill system which you unlock and everything it's great, man. I'm telling you, it's great. You pick 1 out of 4 classes, and you can have all 4 eventually when you keep playing. I appreciate the love, man. Thanks, Cranky Pants. You said good luck to your stream. You said I'm a lurk. I keep lurking, man. But yeah, man. Like that game is so far. I'm gonna say what I said before when it comes to Sucker Punch Studios. Sucker Punch, to my knowledge, has never made a multiplayer game, ever. Um, at least not a big one or whatever. They've been known for knocking out. They've been known for doing a lot of single player games and knocking that out the park too. This is their first multiplayer game. First multiplayer mode on a single player game. Sorry, and they done crush Avengers, in my opinion. And that's sad because Avengers is the nearest thing that I can compare it to, since it is a straight co-op game. It's not PvP or nothing like that. But it's the same thing. They done crushed Avengers. They done crush. I don't want to say Destiny because Destiny has its own ecosystem right now that's pretty huge. But
Right.
I'm pretty sure people on
Like
Warframe got off of this.
vanilla Destiny though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But for stuff that's active right now that people are
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they took a couple of Warframe fans. I'm pretty sure they did. All these close co-op, live service games, any live service game in general, they just knocked it out the park because they're getting the most players right now, from what I believe in, at least. Again, my opinion, but it's unreal how they just didn't market something. And what's up, Cheese Wrestler? Thanks for joining the stream, man. It's just crazy how they came out with something without marketing that much off of a 2-month announcement before, and it just completely demolishing the market right now. So I'm not gonna go on ahead. I think I said enough when it comes to Sucker Punch and Ghost of Tsushima, but they deserve all the praise right now. And I believe, from what I heard off of a certain interview that happened with my boy Blessing Eddie Jr. from Kind of Funny Games, he talked to the guys, from what I believe in. But the raid might be the last content piece they come out with this for, and it might end there. Now, if that's true, that doesn't surprise me, because I seen that this was just a tacked on side multiplayer thing. It wasn't supposed to be a huge thing like everybody feel like it wanted to be, but I hope it's not the last.
If anything, that makes me excited for when they really try. Like, if this was just like hey, let's just do this. Well, let's see how it goes. Imagine if they actually put their foot in it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm telling you. And if it really is the last piece of content, then you know for a fact that they're working on a next game, which is more than likely another Ghost of Tsushima. Hopefully. And
imagine if they do a pirate game.
A bigger multiplayer. Oh yeah, why would I say Ghost of Tsushima? But something similar along those lines. Something. Because they really showed Assassin's Creed how to do a proper historic adventure game. Because I'm telling you, they got no Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft has no choice, man.
It's funny. I've been playing the game, and when I put the mic on, and we all start talking about the game, everybody always says that, like, they put Assassin's Creed to shame, because it's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
This is how.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
man. I can't. Like, when I first started playing Ghost of Tsushima, when it first came out a couple months ago, and I was like, Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed still got the upper hand on this, but this might be really good in its own way, whatever. I just looked at it as, before going in. It's just this is gonna be pretty cool. No, I ended that shit with, this is one of my game of the years. This is one of my best games I played since Witcher 3 when it comes to open world games, and that says a lot, because Witcher 3 is still my favorite game of all time, over any genre, over any game. So the fact that I actually made a review, guys, I've shed my blood, sweat, and tears in this goddamn review. You better go watch it. It's on Area Forge. You see the link on, the name below on my YouTube page, Area Forge. And that review alone took me probably 2 weeks because I had to do the writing and editing, and I was working at the same time. But thanks for the follow for Form Sniper 06. Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate the love, man. But yeah, man, that I made a review for the game. It's on Area Forge, and I'm hoping to make more reviews without it taking me so long to do it, in the near future, especially with this PS5 coming out. But any last thoughts on the Ghost of Tsushima, man, before we move on?
Um, Not that I can really think of. That was basically that's right. It's not much to really say until like it's just two modes, but until that raid comes out, so like it's not really much to say.
What's the name of the raid again? Something EO?
The the Ghost of EO, something like that. I
Ghost of
think that's what it
EO.
was.
I think something like that. Yeah. I'm not. What was I forgot my damn last rank. I think it was 81 or 82. I think I was just passing 80 in my samurai, but I have to get back on that and rank that up. But
Bro, I'm like I'm like 107.
oh my gosh,
I told you.
over prepared, man. That's crazy. But listen, the the Ghost of Tsushima, man. I have to jump back on that with you when I get a chance, though. Just at least get a quick gear score up or whatever. But yeah, man. Moving on from that. Speaking of PS5 and next gen stuff, man. Out of the two next gen consoles, I'm not gonna ask you which one would you rather prefer more, but I'm gonna ask you what makes you want to lean towards your console of choice first more. And you can start by stating your console of choice, obviously, for the viewers.
All right. I'm gonna get both, but what I'm gonna get first is the PS4, and the reason why I'm gonna get not PS4, the PS5,
I know what
and the
you.
reason
Sorry for the correction. Like, all right, we
and
gonna
the
get the PS4 twice. I mean, I get it that thing happened, so you got to make up for it.
so the reason why I'm gonna get the P5 is because of I want like it's Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so it's like Miles is in it. Like I'm excited for the suits that they're gonna have. I hope that they have the what was that movie? The Spider-Verse where
Into
he
the
has
Spider
like
Verse, yeah.
yeah, either it's the graffiti suit that he spray painted or the suit where he had like his clothes over his outfit. Whichever one. I want one of those. Like I just want the game. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know if they said how long it's gonna be. The three DLCs that came out. If it's gonna
Yeah.
be like the combination of all three, like that's how long it's gonna be, or a little bit longer. I don't know,
They said
but
10 to 13, but I mean, it depends on how often you're going to play the story missions back to back. Because
yeah,
Spider
because
Man,
you could
for
just
me, till this day, I go on here and there just to swing around and just fight crime, man.
do.
It just feels so good just roaming the city, doing whatever you want to do
Yep.
when it comes
Last
to the
time it felt
criminals and
that
stuff.
good, the last the besides Marvel Spider-Man, the last good Spider-Man game that I've played
Yeah.
was Spider-Man 2. I
Yeah.
would have to say that. That's what I would have to say.
I'm not gonna.
There was one other Spider-Man game where you can like swing it like they folk like all right, it was with the Amazing Spider-Man. Not Amazing Spider-Man
I was
2,
gonna
the
bring
Amazing
that up.
Spider-Man
I was gonna bring that up.
first one.
The one that B Knox did off of the Amazing Spider-Man
Enox?
movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one was the closest one that actually made me feel
That
like it
one was
was
good,
really
but
close to that.
it kind of like it felt good swinging, but when you're just swinging in air, like you just shoot
Yeah,
up in the
yeah.
air,
It's like you
so
knew it.
it kind of threw me off. But I understood they wanted to swing to feel natural. They didn't want to have to worry about buildings and stuff like that because of like
It's
how
just the sensation of speed they gave you in that game is what made it feel better. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. Though it's definitely that was my
it's
closest.
it's a contender,
Yeah,
but I think the one I think Spider-Man 2 is pretty good because like you can like attach to one wall and the other with both hands and like catapult yourself forward. And it was you
Yeah.
could do it's like it was like the same thing with the Marvel Spider-Man. You can like do tricks in the air to like well in Spider-Man 2 it was to build up some meter to so you can move like so you can slow down time or something like that.
Yeah.
Um I remember there was like they had like a video of the creator of Spider-Man 2 playing Marvel Spider-Man, like just
Yeah, I
swinging around
remember
and
that.
stuff
I
like
remember
that.
that video. Yeah,
And
and
he was just like,
he was
"This is
salty though. He was salty. You could tell he was salty. He tried to hide it, but he couldn't hide that one.
motherfucker." I mean, this is a good game.
He tried to hide that. You know when somebody know they did something better than you, but you just gotta act
It
like
was
an
like
asshole and just
it was like, it's alright, you know, it's alright. It's a little good, like you know, I like the swing, like the you know, the wind when you fly. It's alright. Like damn.
he had cursing in between his teeth and all. Man, let me tell you though that game. That's all I remember for that game. Spider-Man 2 was pretty much the swinging. And so is everybody else. I'm pretty sure nobody can actually tell me from at least the first 30 minutes of the story, besides delivering a pizza, because that story was not
My
memorable at all.
pizza
Exactly, and chasing the balloon.
and the balloon. Yeah, my
That's all I
balloon.
remember. And it's red. The balloon was red. I remember the color of the balloon, and that was it. But but nah, man. Moving on though. Can I share? We have viewers right now. We had two or three just now. I don't know if it's back and forth, but can I share the story? What happened to your PS4, man?
Oh yeah, please, because I can't believe it, yo. I
So
was
you can if you want. It doesn't matter to me. But yo, man, this guy's PS4 guys has pretty much wanted to do some hardware malfunctions to keep him in a safe mode loop. Now all of a sudden, this is literally 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks before the
yeah.
PS5. I blame it on an update. I don't know. I blame it on
It
something
was.
that Sony. It's
It was
something
the
that
update
Sony did.
because I had to go, go online, get the update from them, and put it on a flash drive and reinside. Now it works now, but
Mm-hmm.
yo, I
They
was like,
trying they
nah, nah.
trying to scare people that don't know good, that don't know any better to fix their system, to buy the next one anyways. Even though there's no pre-orders out, Sony. What the hell? So
Yeah, they tried it. They tried it. They really did.
yeah, but right. So what? Yeah, well, you did explain what makes you want to lean towards the PS5 more. So I guess it's my
Right.
goal.
I'm not really too familiar with like the Xbox Series X games that are coming. Like I'm talking about like the the IPs that are for Xbox. Besides like the main ones, like anything new, I'm not too familiar with it because from what I know, it's either like a limited exclusive, like it's like for a limited time, or it's for both. So
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with anything that would be like, but I am gonna get both. I'm definitely getting both. That I like how that console looks. Like I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Welcome back, Cheese Wrestler. But nah, man, this is a I'm a huge Xbox fan, but at the end of the day, I can literally sit here and tell you straight up that I don't remember the IPs for that the damn system either, man. Because there isn't much going for the launch, obviously, at all.
Right.
Now that Halo's delayed for next year, and you have Forza, which is not even announced as a launch game. Obviously, that's next year. Any of the Forzas, for that matter. And Gears is not coming out so soon. So Xbox is literally just a third party launch system for now. For people that love the third party games in the Xbox, strongest current console right now. That's out of the Sony and Xbox lineup, the Xbox One X, and they're just playing it on the better hardware, on launch day, and I'm okay with that. if people, that depends on whoever wants to, what they're, what you guys are looking forward to when it comes to what you want to play on launch day. But at the end of the day, yeah, Xbox is not doing so well when it comes to exclusives at the moment compared to PS5. But I get this message from Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, that he's not looking forward to competing with Sony PlayStation with exclusives at the moment because of their Games Pass, which is a hell of a lot better than anything that
PlayStation
Sony has
Plus.
put up right now. Yeah, with the new PlayStation Plus collection thing going on or whatever for the next gen systems, it's not touching Games Pass right now. Only because you have, at least on the Games Pass Ultimate, obviously everybody knows, you have your xCloud. You play on any device, your smartphone, whatever. You have your crossplay, your cross save, cross progression play, whatever, along with the xCloud stuff, where you could play the same exclusive titles, or not even just exclusive anymore, but a lot of the Games Pass titles on your PC as well. So you don't even need a system. And I don't think they're trying to sell you the system that hard either. That's why they got a $300 smallest Xbox, from, according to everybody else that reviewed it, the One S. I meant the Series S. So yeah, I don't think the message that Xbox is trying to provide to you, everybody out there, that is pretty much you need to buy this console, because I don't get that from all the interviews that I looked up, and I follow Phil Spencer as well, and these guys are trying to provide that service, the Xbox service to you, not the system. So when it comes between me and the choice, when it comes to the Xbox Series X and the PS5, I'm going to go with the PS5 first, obviously, because you have all those exclusives that is right there around the corner,
Yeah, that's coming right
along
up the
with the
gate.
Miles Morales on day one. And I'm not going to lie, I did start watching the free game that's coming out for the PlayStation on day one, which is Astrobots. I forgot the full name of the title, but you remember the Astrobots where it was inside of your PS4 controller and you shook it when you first got your PS4?
Oh, that game.
Yes,
Okay.
they have their own. They had a VR game after that, but they have their own game now,
Yeah, it's in yeah.
a platform game that they have videos up for right now on the PS5 that looks incredible for a platformer. Next to Sackboy Big Adventure, which is kind of different, but this Astrobot thing, you literally in like it's like they're paying homage to the lineage of Sony's lineage, because they have like the PS Vita when he's on idle, he's playing with his Vita, and then you got certain stages. You're literally in the PS3 menu, and like instead of getting a star at the end, you get the PS3 model, the fat one, and it spins, which is crazy. So the Astrobot is definitely something to look for, and it's free, and it looks like a full platformer game too, and it uses the adaptive triggers, and I didn't get into that yet. The Sony what do you call it? The Sense.
The
What's the
haptic
full?
feedback, those haptic buttons.
What's the name of the controller again though?
Um,
Instead of calling
damn.
it DualShock, they call it DualSense. That's the name of it.
Dude, yeah.
So the DualSense has these. It's not just. I thought the DualSense triggers was just gonna be like similar to the Xbox One, which is the force feedback where it has like each trigger vibrates.
Right.
No, it's not just that. It's actually more similar to the HD Rumble on the Joy-Cons on the Switch, which I found out today that it's actually. So in the game that I was just referring to, the Astrobots, you turn into a spring and you got to spring yourself up these platforms. Apparently the triggers actually has a mode where it switches to like it feels like a spring instead of like just vibrations. Like the force just by pulling the actual trigger down and letting it go feels like a spring. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it's definitely something that got me a little hype on this damn triggers alone on the game. But if it can do that, I can just imagine how they're going to utilize it with other games like Spider-Man. Just imagine swinging as Spider-Man and actually feeling like when you push the trigger to swing, you feel the spring kind of let go when you let go of your web.
They were saying with the vibration, like with Miles, like when you press the think it's R1 to like do the bioelectricity thing. You feel the vibration on just one side of the controller, and then when you press, like, it's linked to like different attacks like triangle, square, and X. Like triangles
Yeah,
to do the venom punch. I think X is to do the jump, and I don't know what squares to do the venom punch, X to do the jump. I don't know what triangle is for. But they said when you hit triangle, you feel the vibration like transition from like one side into the other.
that's cool. That's cool. See, it's crazy because I'm talking like I know, like I got it right now. But that's just
So
from what
yeah,
I collected off of a video. Just imagine when I actually get the damn controller in my
right.
hands. It's gonna be PS5, man. That's I think I don't need to explain why I'm going with PS5 first already, like I just did. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
just
this is
the
a lot better
games.
than their, what was it before? Six axis?
Oh yeah, with the freaking Legion of Dragon, whatever that what was it, Legion, the name of the game they came out for the PS3, the Dragon game. I actually
Oh,
liked
where
it
you
too.
it was good,
Yeah, it
but
was Legion or something, but it fell short.
because six axis.
Yeah, the six axis it was cool at first, but when you
It
start
was
actually
a
trying to
nice
beat the
gimmick.
game,
Yeah, but when
exactly.
the first Uncharted game, you had to, well, they made an update where you could turn it on and off, but how to arc the grenade throws was based on the six axis.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, oh, this game is so good. It's just that
When
I
they
remember
start
that
forcing
game.
gimmicks, is that's when it's bad, man. When they start
Yeah.
forcing it upon you, especially if the gimmick is not even all that either. Um, just imagine if they forced the Xbox Connect on you on the major games like Halo. When the Connect first came out in the 360, that wouldn't be
Give
too
me
good,
your
man.
needler. Give me your needler.
Hey, Ultra Slayer, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, it's like 57 minutes in. You about to be off of this soon, man. But yeah, that yeah, that the gimmicks and all it was cool. But once you start focusing on trying to finish the game, it wouldn't turn out that
Yeah,
well.
like on harder difficulties, that's when
I don't
I'm not
even
using grenades.
I don't even know why they would even have a hard difficulty on a six axis game either. Like, why even put it? Like, I don't think anybody tested this out before they released it, trying to put
Yeah.
another difficulty out. But yeah, since we're cutting close on our time, man, I have one more thing I have to bring up. How do you feel about the which is I'm actually staying up midnight for honestly to play it. The Watch Dogs. Did you see any videos on the Watch Dogs yet?
Oh
Legion.
no, I didn't see it yet. I saw something on YouTube. Forgot the YouTuber's name. But he has like a whole hour like gameplay of it. So I was gonna, like, when I got the time to relax, I was gonna just take the time and just watch it, decide from there. But I how I feel about it, I didn't see anything besides like the launch trailer of it, like the trailer, not even gameplay, like the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything of it. So I'm like completely blind. Like I don't know, like besides what the launch trailer talked about, I don't know, and besides like the little things that like we spoke about, like you recruit people or like something like that. Like I have no idea what the game is about. So I don't know if it plays similar to the Watch Dogs 2, or if it's like a whole new thing. Like I don't know. So I would like to just watch that hour long gameplay of it, digest it.
Yeah.
Most likely is like because I liked Watch Dogs 2. Like I liked it. So if it plays similar to that, most likely I'm gonna get it. If it's like that but a little different, probably still most likely I'm gonna get it. It just I just need to just see how it looks. I just need to see how it looks, like visually, like that would be more the deciding factor. Because I don't want to really know the story. Like I want, if I want it, I'm gonna want to play it and know that myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just need to see it. I just need to see it. I think that's what cause like even with like the I keep going back. So even with Spider-Man, like with the Rhino thing,
Yeah.
like, that was good, but I would have liked to play that. You know what I'm saying? Than to like see it. Like you could have just shown me everything. You could have shown me a side mission. That looks
Mm-hmm.
like the very, like with the Marvel Spider-Man where you have to get
Yeah.
Kingpin.
Yeah. In the beginning.
That looks like a beginning mission, like how it just starts off and that happens. That's what it looks like, which is not bad because like it's the beginning mission, but I'd have
Yeah.
liked to experience that myself. Because like I was already sold. Like you didn't have to tell me that. You didn't have to show me
Yeah,
that at
that's true. That's
all.
true. So it's
But
games are like movies these days, and they show too
yeah,
much.
I feel that's what I feel like. They show a little. Like I watch a movie, I watch a little synopsis of a movie, the little trailer. I know the entire plot. Like I could just talk it out. Like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. So like I watch a game. I don't like to watch too much of a game's development because they start showing more and more and more and more and more and more. And it's just like, yo,
Yeah,
chill, chill. Where are you at? Like this looks like a
that's
little bit
that.
further.
That's like the Death Stranding thing that was the campaign. But see, the difference with Death Stranding was you didn't know what the hell you was looking at most of the
That's
time.
true.
Even though after you actually played the whole game, you realize that that ending was in the trailer. Pieces of the ending was in the trailer already. I'm like, what the hell? But even though that they do show a lot in Death Stranding, and but difference was they ran a campaign on having people not feeling like they just needed more to see. Like I need to know what the hell this game is about, so they wanted more to see. Then you got games like Ghost of Tsushima that didn't market their damn
They
co-op
did.
mode until it came out like that. You know, and they need it. Well, they don't need it. Obviously, right now you can tell they don't need it. But I feel like they really should have used that marketing at first in between that announcement, the 2 or 3 months they had when they announced the co-op mode until the actual co-op mode came out. But yeah, you got games like that that didn't show nothing like that at all for the
Yeah.
campaign for the
God bless them for that.
co-op.
Because
Yeah, and we went in blind and surprised and satisfied at the end of the day. So, I mean, I guess it's a double edged sword. Whether you market it or not before it, they still did good at the end of the day. See, I like to have that blind blackout feeling of a game when I know for a fact it's going to be good. That's when I like to have that feeling. See, what you do with Watch Dogs, I wouldn't recommend. Watch Dogs is not a guarantee for everybody, so I really highly recommend you to obviously, like you said, watch it
that's why I'm gonna
before.
watch it. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it. Like with a game like that, I need to see like when it comes out, and I'm gonna watch gameplay of it. Like the first 30 minutes of gameplay, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see where this game is going. Like maybe there's like a level up menu. Like I can pause and see like, all right, I can do this,
yeah,
that. All right, like those games, I wait for like launch date, and then I start looking into like gameplay. I don't listen to what people say like as far as like how they feel like the game is, what they think there's gonna be, and what they think we feel like. No. The proof is in the pudding with those type of games. So,
yep.
so I
Like
need to see physically what the
God,
game looks like.
God of War, the next one, pretty much. Oh, automatic blackout for a lot of people that don't want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what's
yeah,
next.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They can literally walk blindly and just keep and trust in Cory Barlog or whoever directs that. Hopefully, it's the
Yep,
same director of the next God of War game. Like
yep.
just
I heard about that game. I'm like, I'm getting it. I don't need
what was
to.
it? God of War as Asnarok, right?
God of War Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. I said Asnarok. Yeah, everybody in that rock got asthma, guys. But no, I'm thinking about the Assassin's Creed title they was gonna call Ragnarok as well. You remember that rumor? Yeah, before they
Oh
called it
yes,
Valhalla, they was gonna call it
yeah.
Ragnarok. So now we got two games with North mythology,
North South,
Norse
yeah.
mythology, and that's coming out. Hopefully not too far from each other. Who knows? But oh yeah, we got Assassin's Creed at the end of the year too, man. And they pushed back. They did a good job pushing back Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna lie, because Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I would have ignored the hell out that game if it came out around Cyberpunk. It's Assassin's Creed's coming out in November as well, but it's still a short gap, time period before the two. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about Assassin's Creed. You got Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed damn near the same time frame, which is
Right.
crazy. It's two Ubisoft games.
I was just thinking about this too. Ubisoft.
Very big Ubisoft games at that when it comes to franchise. Arguably, of course, Assassin's Creed is bigger, but
All right.
given what we've seen from Assassin's Creed and what I'm seeing from Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed I think is on another level when it comes to how they made that game. I think they focused more on the next gen version of that game than Watch Dogs did, given what I've seen as far as technical, graphical difficulties they had with Watch Dogs. But yeah, man, time is up for now, and thank you for joining, man. I'm not making any promises because I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that to myself. I refuse to do that to myself. Our last podcast, guys, is still on YouTube right now on Area Forge, and it was literally June, I believe. and due to a lot of a lot of things that happen that normally happen in life, I didn't get to the second episode until now, and I figured out, you know what? I just called up Khiry. He's like, yo, we got to put something out there. It's been a while, and that's after me trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next for my YouTube channel and how I'm gonna stream every other night and stuff like that. But you know, I got this up and running. The overlay I literally did last night, put it together last minute, and I had to do the audio right before the stream started. So this video I'm gonna put it on YouTube as well. But all right, Ultra Slayer, thanks for the support, man. I appreciate it. Next time we do this though, I'm gonna make sure we're gonna have some Q&A time for the viewers, because I see we got a nice little live chat going on right now. I'm sadly I can't. Well, you know what? You can see for yourself next time, man. You go on Twitch and Khiry and have your second screen up so you can see the chat too. We'll work on that next time. Hopefully next time is sooner than later. But thanks for coming to AFG, guys. AFG Games. I'm still trying to figure out a way. I already know how to. It's just a matter of money. To get it on Spotify at the moment. And hopefully we can do this more often, man. But Kay, thanks for being a wonderful co-host, and thanks for joining. And more than likely, hopefully we can have more more guests. 4 screens, 3 screens, or whatever. We do some Let's Plays. I don't want to dream too big, but at the end of the day, it's not too far from that since I already had the setup here. So, thanks for joining, guys, and subscribe if you haven't on my YouTube page and follow my Twitch page. So, I see you guys next time. Area Forge out.